What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Cog. Alright, my zillions, we have the final deluxe of Wave 1 here in Cog. And I don't know. I don't think this figure is quite for me. I'm just gonna lay that out there right away. This is an accessory figure, you know, it's a weaponizer, and it can be used in a variety of different ways. But as a figure itself, definitely, I'm just gonna tell it's no good. I mean, look at the back of this figure. hollow. It's as far as an action figure itself on its own, not so hot. It varies, you know, once you kind of take it apart and use it for weaponizing. It's got various effects, and this is a good play piece here. If you're just looking to add some value to your toys and play, you know, as part of all the little different things the Siege is doing. You know, like Hasbro likes to do all these different things with their toys, and Parada Prime's had a number of gimmicks running through it. Siege has these like weapons gimmicks, which I guess works well with the whole like battle damage and the war for Cybertron. But personally, I picked this guy up because he was cheap. I bought the entire first wave. I usually like to get a first wave of the Transformers stuff, give it a good go, and see how I dig it and what I like and what I don't like. And so far, meh. This guy really, again, isn't for me. But let's take a closer look at this dude. Taking a closer look at Cog, he's all right. I don't really dig the overall look of this guy. It's just, again, the back is absolutely nothing to speak of, and the front, I mean, can you get more generic than this? You know, like Cog is a bot that's kind of the accessory already to Fort Max, and for that purpose, you know, I don't mind having him, even though I already sold him. But you know, even there, I don't really need him because I don't really use Fort Max for anything but just kind of standing there. Man, we'll take a look at Fort Max in a second. Yeah, we will. But otherwise, I don't know. Head sculpt, it's okay. It's generic. It's got silver, blue. You got silver here on the sides. These are the only parts that I like. These silver parts actually done pretty well. The silver little thingies here, they're pretty good. These little cups. And the red is okay over here. It's not bad. It's clean. You know, it is clean. There's no doubt about it. Got little bits here. Very, 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 very little bits of battle damage. Not much to speak of at all, and yes, he falls apart easy because he's meant to be taken apart. But the battle damage is like next to none. So there's that. You know, he does have these guns. He's got guns everywhere, pretty much. Anything could be a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like knee guns. I do like his lower legs, I gotta say, with the threads on the sides and stuff. I kind of dig his boxy little lower legs. There's a little more battle damage, very, very little. So there you have it. Cog comes with 2 extra guns for himself, or for the bots he's weaponizing. He is an Autobot. They're okay. Nice molded detail, just done in black. Nothing to write home about, but nothing to complain about either. There you go. 2 nice guns. I don't know if I mentioned the red down here. That's pretty nice, but I think I mentioned the entire foot. Nice feet. Articulation on Cog. He's got a head swivel. Nothing in his. Oh yeah, he does have a waist swivel. And then he's got rotation here, hinge there, rotation up there. The legs do come out. Got thigh swivel, they do come out there as well. Really deep bend at the knee. And ankle pivot. A nice ankle pivot, actually. So, yeah, it could be worse when it does look like a little guy. He's not bad at all. Let's do some size comparisons. Here is a couple of his deluxe class partners here. You got Sideswipe, who we'll be looking at a bit here. And Skythread. Here's a couple of Decepticons. Yeah, this is the Voyager. This is the leader. And a couple of Autobot leaders. And no, I didn't mean leader class. I just meant leaders. All right. One other thing. I think the guns look cool on the side of him more than in his hands. So there's that. It's a little more something to this little dude. But this guy also transforms, so let's get to that. So there's Cog all transformed up into whatever this Cybertronian little thingy is supposed to be. But it does roll pretty good. You know, it's got wheels on one side and wheel on the other. As you can imagine, you could also take these apart. And like I was doing, got this up here if you'd like. That's a little something you can do. That's what the check. Yeah, just like that. Now, I just flipped this down. You could leave this up and just turn the head. The head's not the easiest thing to do, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It looks weird either way. I think I like it like that because that looks like the front of a car there. So there you go there. Obligatory alt mode comparison with MB Optimus Prime. Otherwise, this looks pretty decent like this, I gotta say. I like this one. That back half, I don't know. I mean, you can look at the tire threads there, the tank threads. But this is really nothing else to look at here. I mean, it's really absolutely ridiculous and nothing. This, on the other hand, is kind of cool. You got fists back here, but you can like rotate these up, you know, and you got little cannons. I feel like this is like the thing I like the most here is this little car. Whatever this is, I like it. I mean, again, I think it goes back to this silver here. I do like this little, you know, front of a car thing there. And the red is all right. So, and I do like that these move up and down like little turrets there. So, I feel like this is, it's ridiculous, but it's a little bit of a winner. But now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you've been waiting for it. I don't know if I'm waiting for it. But here we have Sideswipe, who is the prescribed guy to be using according to these directions. We're going to have a defensive loadout and an offensive loadout. Oh yeah, Sideswipe, the best transformer in quite a while. A perfect representation of what a transformer should be. Mainline. We're gonna ridiculousness. We're going to make him ridiculous, so let's do it. All right, we'll bring in him here. What can we do? We could do this, take these off, and this thing, we could just drop it, maybe better. There are some guns on the inside too. Yeah, there's guns everywhere, like I said. So you could do something, first I guess you want to bring this back here. Get it out of the way. Close this here. You got a little thing in here. This thing, you could put on here if you want. I'm not going to go completely exactly how the directions say because it really doesn't matter at this point, you know, like you can do whatever you want. But this could be a shield or it could be a gun. I think it'll be easier if I just do it, however. Aforementioned blasters. I do like the shield aspect of it. I think that looks kind of cool. You could put that here if you want. You know, so it's like, I mean, that isn't bad, you know, and then, you know, you can have these as guns. I'm not even gonna bring in his own gun if you want. Or you could use his gun, his guns. I mean, you could put these here. You could do a lot of different things. I guess that's kind of cool. There's all these little ports for everything to go in. You know what I'm saying? You could do that type of stuff. You want to put the shield on his back. Put the shield on his back if you want. Maybe not too much of that. There you have the little guns again. This thing does have a little port like here. Take out the feet. Use this for his back. I mean, you could use it as a gun as well. Pew, pew, pew. One of those, Pepe Le Pew. Stick these here. You can take these guys. Do one of those. These will be hinged, and you got like dual hinge. Now, I mean, the less you use at once, the better off you'll be. Honestly, because I did it earlier and I just kind of hated it, and I don't hate it as much here. Like, I think that looks decent enough. Like, you don't need everything on them. I mean, you can put more stuff on them. But I just think the ridiculousness takes away from, you know, some of these pretty decent Transformers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's kind of like spiting them in a way. It's like, hey, we have these pretty awesome Transformers we did. Here, make them crazy, extreme Rob Liefeld creations. And there's a place for Rob Liefeld creations, obviously. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think you know what I'm saying, right? You know, like, it's just like sometimes it's just kind of unnecessary. And speaking of unnecessary, the thing, this is one of those things in Transformers that I don't care for, and I don't like, but they always do it. They give them shoes. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, got some shoes for you, because I don't know what you would be using that for. Does it work in the front? I feel like the front kind of looks a little cooler. But he doesn't stand up. So there you go. Yeah, I don't dig that at all. I just, I don't know, you know. I've been trying to find something to do with, like, these going completely this way, but, you know, playing around with it, I'm sure you'll be able to find stuff. But as shoes, I don't know, guys. That is not so hot at all. Yeah. This I dig, though. Getting to the more ridiculous, even more ridiculousness. You can put these back here. Here's the other foot. Open this up. Put these here. And yes, stick these in up here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there you have it. There's this again, this thing here. You know, it is what it is. I think in another version, they want you to put it downwards as well. Probably have to flip the head up. You know, I think this would be in the other mode, and this is, they want you to do the more shieldy thing in this mode, which doesn't make sense for an offensive loadout. But there you have it. Stuff you can do. I mean, you can even just stick this here if you want. Whatever you want to do, guys. It's up to you. You know? It's your toys. But this just does absolutely nothing for me personally. It's too crazy. However, I did find somebody that it does look pretty decent on. Now, if we take somebody like Ultra Magnus here, who's brand new to me, and you just kind of put some stuff around, yeah, these colors go. I mean, there's reds and there's blues, so, and he's big, and you can take that. I mean, so can Optimus, but I don't know. I'd rather just leave Optimus as Optimus. This guy's already giant and chunky, and he can take a little extra here. You know, again, do however you wish. But I kind of dig different things on him more. Kind of works for me personally. Like, he seems like a dude. He's already like, you know, extreme. You know, so he can be extreme and be fine with it, much more than one of the little guys here. So I've yet to really play a lot with Ultra Magnus, but and you got this stuff, and you know, again, you can do whatever you want with it. I do kind of like it, just kind of like so, without anything else. But if you want, you give him extra guns, and there you have it. Cog completely on Ultra Magnus, and I think looking pretty fun. I like that a lot, and it actually makes Ultra Magnus a little better, in my opinion. If I haven't even put on all his stuff yet, so I don't know. I might get another Cog down the line just to do this, because I actually dig this. So there you go. This makes Cog a little better for me personally. Now, if we want to take a look at Ultra Magnus, and we've moved to where Ultra Magnus stays in my collection, you could just put these along his arms if you want. You got some blasters. I personally wouldn't, but you can. Let's see. There's one on top here too. The camera stay. Balancing the camera on my knee. Aw, his sword. This is a nice sword. Who made that sword? I forgot. Was it DNA Designs? But there you go. That's how he looks there. He kind of looks kind of interesting. Like something raised up and shot out. It's not so bad, right? But there you go. Wanted to show you that as well. Final thoughts? I like him a little more than when I started this review, so there's that. I do like him on Ultra Magnus quite a bit. I think he fits very well there. Otherwise, I mean, he's not much to look at in robot mode. Vehicle mode, not so much either, although I do like the silver little car thingy. It all depends on you, you know. Your mileage is definitely going to vary. This is definitely one of those where I feel like I could say that without a shadow of a doubt. Your mileage is definitely gonna vary. If you're one that plays a lot with your toys, this is really for you. It's got a really good play value to it, no doubt about it. But for someone that just likes to display stuff after a while, like myself, you know, I won't play with it too much. I'll probably, maybe with my son, you know, I would play with something like this. But, you know, otherwise, yeah, he's okay. He's just okay. So there you go, guys. That's my review. And then, what? I thought I kept thinking I centered him, but I guess I did not. I'm getting used to this whole thing. So there you go. That's my review. Not bad. Not great. Your mileage will vary. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time. Peace out, peeps.